Hello, Pasangala. So, welcome all of you to We Need Tamil Nadu. So, quickly let me know in the chats if I'm audible and visible to all of you. Today, we are going to do the PYQ practice of breathing and exchange of gases. Yesterday itself, I have done a one-shot video, as all of you can see. It is a 3 hours, 23 minutes video, and trust me, it is not just a running series that, okay, portion complete pananam adukkaga one-shot series. No, it is a detailed lecture. Every question that you're going to do today, every single question I have put here, you will be able to answer if you watch this one shot, and I guarantee it because I have seen every question, I have made every question, and I know what is the content that has come there also. So every single question you will be able to solve in today's session if you have watched this one shot series. Okay, so if you're missing this, please go and watch. It is under the video session, and trust me, you can watch it at your own speed. That is why the lectures are put recorded, so as to make your work lot easier. So all of you are ready? Yes, come on, mark your attendance and quickly let me know if I am visible and audible and everything is perfect. Okay, let me also check. Yes, perfect. Everything is audible and visible. Okay, perfect. Let's start, students. So answer vanda faster. Okay, faster answer pananam, and if you have watched the one shot, trust me, at the end of the session you're going to be super duper confident. So nama vanda oru 84 marks illana oru max 90 marks questions. Okay, so that many questions we are going to do. So make sure that you're entering your marks also and you're keeping a track of your marks. Okay, now vanda plus 4 you should keep adding and going. Clear? Done? So students, we are going to start. Are we all ready? Let's have some fire emojis in the chat box. Energy vanda adhigama irukano because PYQ practice romba important. Chapter mudinja apparama PYQ practice panna adu oru solid foundation build agum. So andha level ku in the preparation help agum students. It's not just in the video la NCERT line by line irukku, notes irukku, handwritten notes irukku. So extra additional informations which I have taken from other books also is there. Diagrams ella irukku, research paper in diagrams also I have taken. So this lecture has it all. Ma'am, this one lecture is enough? Yes, it is enough. Okay, anything that we missed in the lecture, very less chance, but anything we have missed in the question practice also we will be doing. Clear to all of you? Okay, I think boys were the students. 1 minute. Okay, voice on the fix acha. Okay, start panlama. First question on the screen for all my students. Okay, super energy. Keep going. Okay, keep going. In human beings, oblique fissure are associated with right lungs, left lungs, both lungs, none of the above. Okay. In the question one, ma'am, NCERT it is not there. Yesterday also I was seeing some comments in the live class. Ma'am, it's not there in NCERT. Why are you teaching? Because I have seen some questions and this is the question that I saw. Okay. In human beings, oblique fissure are associated with right lungs, left lungs, both lungs, none of the above. Okay. Take 1 second and answer. Those students who are watching this later recorded also, please try to answer the question orally. You answer or write in a book, and as I am doing it, put tick mark and let me know your scores. Okay. And students, on We Need Tamil Nadu, every single morning DPP practice is coming. So make sure that you join the Telegram. Link in the description box. Breathing and exchange notes also is in the description box of the video. Okay. So one time just please check the description box. Okay. Excellent. Very good. What is the answer? The answer is going to be, before I tell the answer, for those students who missed the class or you are just attending the, this one, and also quickly mark your attendance. Okay. Students, if you look here, you can see right lungs and left lungs is there. You will notice that in the right lungs, there are two fissures. What are they? Horizontal fissure and oblique fissure. In the left lungs, there is only oblique fissure. So, since there are two fissures, right lungs vanda moone lobes irukum. Superior lobe, middle lobe, inferior lobe. Left lungs la vanda erade lobes irukum. Superior lobe and inferior lobe. So, oblique fissure vanda eradume right lungs le me, left lungs me common irukku. So, adanala da here the question is going to be about oblique fissure. So the answer is going to be both the lungs because right as well as left has oblique fissure. Question one, the superior fissure. If they ask you about horizontal fissure, then your answer is going to be only right lungs is going to be the answer. Okay. Good job on all the students. So +4 right now in the chats. All of you put +4 right now in the chats so as to understand your scores. Okay. You should keep doing the mathematics and the multiplication and everything. Okay. Clear? Okay, awesome. Next question on the screen. Are we ready? Yes, ma'am, we are ready. Let's go. Okay, when under certain condition, the P50 value of hemoglobin rises, the affinity of pigment of combining with oxygen will. I told you one formula, P50 is inversely proportional to affinity, right? That is P50 is proportionate sign 1 by affinity. That means affinity increases, saturation P50 value decreases. If P50 increases, affinity decreases. So அந்த question தான், அந்த formula ஒரு question frame பண்ணிதாங்க. So when under certain condition the P50 value of hemoglobin rises, the affinity of the pigment of combining with O2 will remain the same, rise, fall, rise first then fall. Okay, think and answer. I don't want you to just be like, okay, whatever I know, I'm just going to answer. No, think and answer, because I have taught you the formula, I have told you the formula, I have taught you the dissociation curve. So it is like disrespecting the teacher if you answer it wrong. Okay, students, I'm still learning Tamil, so in case some grammar errors are there, please do forgive. Okay, so for me, grammar does not come that easily, but I'm still learning. Okay, I'm still learning. And also I just wanted to know how many of you are from Anna Nagar. Okay, how many of you can travel to Anna Nagar? In case I come to Anna Nagar, how many of you will be able to come to Anna Nagar? Please let me know in the comments. Okay, because now if you put, I will miss the answers, so don't put now, put it in the comment section. Okay, yes, some of you are doing mistakes, some of you are right. Students, answer vanda, what will be the answer? If I am telling it is inversely proportional, that means if one is rising, the other one has to fall. So the answer is going to be fall. The answer is not going to be first rise then fall. Okay, 4D is not the option, C is the option, fall. Because when under condition P50 value of hemoglobin rises, so one is increasing, the affinity will obviously what? P50 inversely proportional 1 by affinity. If this increases, this will automatically decrease. So affinity of the pigment of combining with O2 will fall. Clear? Done, ma'am. Understood. Okay, next question. Hemoglobin that is bounded to carbon monoxide and therefore cannot transport oxygen is called that. So directly they have not asked the question. Idu madri question ketitanga. Hemoglobin vanda, if it is bonded with carbon monoxide, it cannot bind with oxygen. So on the combination ka, what do you call it? Is it carboxy hemoglobin, neat hemoglobin, reduced hemoglobin, carbaminohemoglobin? I know all the students in the chat box will only be confused with 1 and 4. Yesterday also I told you it is, no, I'll not tell you. If I tell you, then answer will come, da. How can I tell you? Don't ask clue. Okay? Yes, come on, come on, come on. Students, lot of chapters you people keep asking me, ma'am, please do chemical coordination, ma'am, please do plant kingdom. You tell me which chapter I should do on emergency. Emergency, you all of you want to study. Because if one student is telling I will do it for the one student, Adaprama, that student will not join, then I'll feel bad. So Adikada, I am doing it in the order that I feel it is very important for you right now. Okay? Yes, very good. Very good. The answer is option number 1, carboxy hemoglobin. Please don't say carbaminohemoglobin. Please don't say carbaminohemoglobin. And I hope as you are doing a question, you are marking your attendance and also counting your scores, because I have forgotten your scores. Okay, I have forgotten your scores, so please count your scores. Last we will total it. Okay. Next question. Ready? Fire emojis in the chat box. Come on. Energy should keep going. No missing out on energy. Don't be like after one question I will just go sleep. No. Okay, if you do 1 or 2 questions, you cannot answer all the types of questions. Okay, lot of questions are there, from the entire chapter questions are there. Next question, which of the following, AC is acing, okay, which of the following does not shift the oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve to the right? So yesterday when I told you that when something is not right for you, that means imagine in your life you are in a group of 4 or you are in a group of 5, and then suddenly 3 people start acting very weird with you or very rude with you. So you will take the right decision of leaving them, that is you will dissociate from them. That time your graph is going to shift towards the right. Now who is this you? You is oxygen, right? So I told you that story yesterday, no? So that story they are asking, in case this person is there, oxyhemoglobin is not going to be shifting to the right. Okay, that means he is a good friend of his. Which of the following does not shift the oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve to the right? Increased pH, increased carbon dioxide, increased temperature, increased 2 to 3 DPG. DPG used to be there in the textbooks before, like not in NCERT but in other textbooks, that's why they have given it. But in your NCERT you do not have that. Okay, so instead of this they can turn and give you some other point as well. Okay, they can turn and give you some other point as well. Clear? Instead of 2, 3 dpg, they can give you anything else. They can give you H plus concentration. They can give you any of that. Okay. Answer quickly. Done? Good, good, good. Yesterday I told you oxygen has only one friend. That friend is none other than your pH. So, pH is important, right? Okay, students, so the answer is going to be increased pH, because we know that if oxygen, okay, oxyhemoglobin will not shift if the pH is more. That means if it is basic, if oxygen is more, pH also will be more. If oxygen is less, pH also will be less, right? So here it is going to be increased pH, okay? Increased pH is not going to affect, but if this 3 is increased, then it is going to be affected, okay? Very good. Most of you have answered. Some of you got a little confused. Please understand, when the other people are too much acting, okay, too much overacting they are doing, that time only oxygen will shift to the right. But pH is a friend of it. If oxygen is less, pH also will be very mood off. If oxygen is hyperactive, even pH will be hyperactive. That means pH will be acidic, pH will be basic. So in the lecture you can understand that very clearly. Next one. Which of the following is entirely made of cartilage? Entirely made of cartilage. Which of the following is entirely made of cartilage? I told you the cartilages are 9 cartilages. They are made up of 3 are paired, 3 are unpaired. So which is that? Which is that? Come on, quickly in the chat box. Okay. Which of the following is entirely made of cartilage? Nasal septum, larynx, glottis, trachea. Yes. Your names are coming a little late for me, okay, so that is why I can't keep calling out your names, because the chat is a little delayed for me here. So I can see some options. When I see, I know that all of you are answering correct. Okay, which of the following is entirely made of cartilage? That's the question. Don't say nasal septum. Septum is this bridge. Okay, this bridge. Okay, yes, very good. Larynx is the answer. Option number B or option number 2 is the answer. Larynx is a complete cartilaginous structure. It is made up of 9 cartilage. Out of that, 3 are paired, 3 are unpaired. Okay, so it is a complete cartilaginous structure. Now, what is larynx also called as? It's also called as the vocal cord, or else we say it as Adam's apple. Okay, boys in the chat box, all of you know Adam's apple is there. It is more protruding in boys compared to women. Like in women, you can see, you cannot see any protrusion. Okay, neck is in this. But as I talk, can you see something moving? Can you see? This is my vocal cord, okay? The vocal cord is moving as I am talking. Clear? Very good, students. The answer is going to be larynx, okay? The answer is going to be larynx. Any idea how many questions we have done? Okay, how many questions we have done? Any idea so far? Okay, I think some of them are calculating their marks. Some of them are sleeping. Don't sleep and quickly mark your attendance. Let's hit 200 likes, okay, quickly. Yes, next question. Trachea divides into 2 right left bronchi at the level of, that means it is dividing into bronchus and left bronchus at which vertebrae is the question. Okay, at which thoracic vertebrae is the question. I told you that is also called as CAD. Okay, it's into right and left primary bronchi at the level of which vertebrae? Okay, which thoracic vertebrae is the question. Here I can see your chats a little. Yes, good job, good job. It is the 5th thoracic vertebrae. 5th thoracic vertebrae, and that spot is called as carina. Don't write Karina Kapoor and come, okay? Carina, C-A-R-I-N-A. That's in the yesterday's class. Okay, all this additional information I'm telling because I've seen questions. Okay, in case next year questions come also, there's no problem because almost all the teachers are dedicatedly teaching everything in detail. Okay, do not think that one shot lecture means everything is concise. Kachak puchak, we will finish the chapter. No, it is not reading NCERT line by line. Teaching is there where we are actually telling you what is additionally necessary for your preparation. So adinalada one shot lecture, first you watch biology one shot lecture, then you come and solve PYQs. Automatically you can only see the difference. See, all these students have watched the lecture yesterday. I saw all of their comments as well yesterday. So they are confident. They are confident that okay, I can answer the question. Okay, continue Manlama. Next question one the students. Contraction of diaphragm. Contraction of diaphragm. Okay, contraction of diaphragm increases the volume of the thoracic chamber in the anterior posterior axis, increases the volume of dorso-ventral axis, decreases the volume of the thoracic chamber in the anterior posterior axis, decreases the volume of thoracic. I told you, you know that one person is placed in the ventral side. So if that person is raised, then automatically the increase is going to happen in the dorso-ventral axis. Okay, so you should think and answer this question. You get 1 second, 2 seconds. Come on. All of you quickly answer in the charts. Contraction of diaphragm. With diaphragm, who else contracts? Your external intercostal muscles also contract. I also told you the function of internal intercostal muscle as well. Okay. So yes. Come on, come on. Be careful, be careful. I just now told you people. It is not dorso-ventral. Okay, ventral means your sternum is there in the ventral. So if sternum and ribs are getting raised, that means the increase is happening in the dorsoventral axis. Then diaphragm is doing in what? Anterior posterior axis, right? So the answer is going to be increase the volume of thoracic chamber in the anterior posterior axis. Done, done, done. Okay, most of you are right, some of you are wrong. Okay, good. You know, one thing I like about all of you is that even if your friend is putting, let's say, option number A as the answer, you decided that the answer is option number B, you still put B. That is one thing I like about all of you, because on YouTube what happens, no? Let's say one student puts A, everyone else copy paste A. They do not think also sometimes. Sometimes they're just going with the flow. So that one thing I like about my students, they are like, okay, it's okay even if I make mistake, if Gopika Ma'am scold also, it's okay. I will still put the same thing. So that I really like about all of you, okay. Contraction of diaphragm, good job, good job. Okay. Next question. Volume of air that will remain in the lungs after a normal expiration is about. So students, here they are talking about the definition, because normally what happens, the moment you hear that volume of air remain in the lungs, oh ma'am, residual volume ma'am. I know at least 5 people in the class will be like residual volume value you are going to tell. But here one catch is normal expiration. What did I tell you residual volume was? Forcibly how much ever you expire, this amount of air is not going to come out of your lungs, right? That is what I told you. So how can you tell normal and forced as same? So that is why think properly. Volume of air that will remain in the lungs after a normal expiration, which I will, oh no, I showed you the answer. Did you see the answer? Just tell me my hair covered the answer. Okay. Did you see the answer? I think some of you are very sharp. You would have seen the answer. Okay, let's see anyway. Let's wait. Okay. What is the answer? Yes, the answer is going to be 2300 ml. How is it 2300 ml? Students, here, look here. Your functional residual capacity is actually the volume of air that will remain in the lungs after a normal expiration. That means ERV plus RV. ERV is how much? 1000 to 1100. RV is how much? 1200. So they have taken the maximum value. They have total 1100 plus 1200, making it up to 2300. That is how the value is. Now please don't get confused with residual volume. If that's why they have given this 1200 to mislead you. I'm telling you, in exam tension, you will not even observe this normal expiration. Question path time volume of air that remains in the lungs. Directly, automatically residual volume answer you are going to mark and come back in the exam. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, please read the question 2-3 times. Nothing is going to happen. Okay, next question. partial pressure of oxygen is equal in atmospheric air and alveoli, alveoli and oxygenated blood, alveoli and deoxygenated blood, deoxygenated blood and tissue. The partial pressure of oxygen. Now you don't have to think about the partial pressure of oxygen. Instead, I told you one thing. I had marked in a red color box yesterday, if you have watched my lecture, that these two people have the same value. So if you remember that, automatically you will be able to remember this. Come on, tell me. That's why I guaranteed you students, if you watch that lecture, then you do this PYQs, you will be able to answer every single question. I guaranteed it because with that much confidence, the notes were curated. I wrote the notes first and then I wrote it for you people. It was not like I just jumped and came and took the class. I wrote the note, I made the note, then only I made you write the notes. Okay? So yes, it goes through a lot of process of learning, understanding, making it better for you people. Every teacher for that matter tries to first write their own notes, then bring it in front of you so the notes are perfect. Okay? So don't be like, okay, I will watch NCERT line by line. You watch NCERT line by line. You have still time to do NCERT line by line. Now you watch the lecture which has detailed content. Okay? Yes, the answer is going to be option number 4, deoxygenated blood and tissue. So, last class I explained, deoxygenated blood and tissue the same value irukku. P40 and P45. And carbon dioxide 45, oxygen 14. So adanala that both are same to same. So thought process you can use it here. Okay, good job for those students who made it right. Okay, I feel some of you have not marked your attendance. Quickly mark your attendance as well. Okay, enna students romba confusa varla. Dinam confusa you people are becoming. Huh? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, good. Okay. Now again, next one. The solubility of carbon dioxide is about dash times higher than that of oxygen across the respiratory membrane. So yesterday, remember, next to that diagram itself, I had made you write that oxygen is this much percentage, carbon monoxide is this much percentage, or arrow mark use panita. So angata in the question over room, the solubility of carbon dioxide is about dash times higher than that of oxygen across the respiratory membrane, and that means solubility of gas will vary, and that is also one of the factors for exchange of gases. So solubility comparison, who is going to be better? Carbon dioxide. More better than carbon dioxide is carbon monoxide. Okay, so tell me the value, students. Yes. Take your time. I'm a little faster. I'll slow down. Yes. Good job. The answer is going to be 20 to 25 times. That means compared to your oxygen, 20 to 25 times, carbon dioxide is going to have more liking affinity towards hemoglobin, and it is also going to be soluble or diffuse through the respiratory membrane. So that is why 20 to 25 times. If the question was about carbon monoxide, it is going to be 200 to 250 times. Okay, good job students. The answer is going to be 20 to 25 times. Don't, some 25 to 50 is wrong. Okay. Next question on the screen. The process of inspiration occurs when? Process of inspiration occurs when intrapulmonary pressure becomes higher than the atmospheric pressure, diaphragm relaxes, intrapulmonary pressure becomes lower than the atmospheric pressure, thoracic volume decreases. So correct on the table, ஞாபகம் வெச்சுக்கோ, on the table the starting I had written one thing about atmospheric pressure as well as about the IPP, intrapulmonary pressure. So adhe question, ditto question. Ma'am, all of you will be praying, ma'am, in the level easier questions vanda podum. Students, questions easy illa. Because you know the content, it is easy. If a student who doesn't know, every question is going to be difficult. Okay? Please understand that. If you don't study any chapter, every question is going to be difficult. Clear? The process of inspiration occurs when intrapulmonary pressure becomes higher than the atmospheric pressure, diaphragm relaxes, intrapulmonary pressure becomes lower than the atmospheric pressure, and thoracic volume decreases. This answer vanda. Negative. I told you it creates a negative impact in the lungs. That means what? The pressure is less in the lungs. So IPP vanda kadame da irukum mana decrease. Okay, decrease. It will be decreased. So that means it's a negative pressure that will be created. So IPP is going to be lower than the atmospheric pressure. Very good. IPP becomes lower than the atmospheric pressure. So the air can move from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. All of you breathe in and breathe out. Come on. Okay, we'll do yoga. We'll do yoga for 1 minute. Come on, breathe in and breathe out, all of you. Some of you might have forgotten to normally breathe also, no? Ma'am, stress breathing, ma'am, stress breathing. Okay, breathe. Breathe. Nothing is going to happen. Okay, world will not stop, but you'll feel like the world has stopped. Okay, let's continue. Okay, good job, good job, good job, good job. Next one. Which of the following has highest affinity for hemoglobin? I told the answer sometime back. Oxygen, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitric acid. Which of the following has the highest affinity for hemoglobin? Highest affinity for hemoglobin. Oxygen, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitric oxide. Nitric oxide. Okay. Yes. We have reached midweek of October. Okay, now also you shouldn't be asking, ma'am, if I start now, can I do it? Can I not do it? Students, please understand. Yesterday also some comments were coming. That's why I'm taking this topic up. Ma'am, if I start now, what will happen? If I start tomorrow, what will happen? Students, it all depends on how you start. And start will always be a blast. Okay, blast start will be. But then adha apparama, then it will be like every day will be like, ayo, leave it. Who is going to do? Consistency on the core. கடுமையாதா வரும். ஸோ அதனால தான் ஸ்டார்ட் வந்து ரொம்ப ஹை எனர்ஜியில் வெறித்தனமாக யூ வில் டூ த ஸ்டார்ட். அது அப்புறமா டுமுக். ஓகே, ஸோ that dumal shouldn't happen. So that's why I'm telling you, stay consistent, stay on the channel. Every other day I'm making a video to push you into motivation, because students, I cannot come personally to all of you and tell you please study, please study. So what maximum I can do, I can use this channel to reach all of you. Even if it is, let's say 7,000 students, in that at least every single day 3,000 to 2,000 students watch me. That 3,000 students will be like, okay, Gopika Ma'am is pushing us so much, we have to do it. So adanalada you hit the subscribe button. You are not going to lose anything, and it is made for you Tamil Nadu students. So why can't you subscribe? Lot of Andhra Pradesh students also, Telangana students also have subscribed, forgetting that it's a Tamil Nadu channel, because they are like, ma'am, it all matters how you're giving us good content. We are going to stay subscribed to the channel. So what to tell, it should come in your blood that okay, this channel is for us, it is for us, we have to grow the channel. This is like, you know, it's one of our channel. I know that I'm not completely talking in Tamil, but Anadu students, I'm doing everything for you. Language vandu oru medium tha. And the language ku vandu, oh, leave it, I will not subscribe. Who is this? Appadi oru, you shouldn't do. Okay? Okay, chalo. Now, which of the following has highest affinity? Very good. Carbon monoxide has highest affinity, 200 to 250 times adhigama irukum compared to oxygen. Okay. Next question, Vanda. The Bohr's effect refers to. So, if you watched my lecture yesterday, again, I'm repeatedly telling you that how important the lecture is. So, yesterday, Netata, Bohr's effect, Haldane effect, the clear and association, dissociation, when I explained, I made you learn Bohr's effect and Haldane's effect. So, that Bohr's effect you have to keep in your mind right now. I also taught you Hamburger's effect. So all these words are not in your NCERT, but questions can come like this. Okay, questions can come like this, and you can practice what is there in that. Bohr's effect refers to effect of carbon dioxide on oxygen dissociation curve, effect of oxygen and carbon dioxide transport, combination of carbon monoxide with hemoglobin, effect of temperature on respiration. Bohr's effect refers to what? Bohr's effect. Okay. Yes. Some of you are very sweet. Okay. Some of you put such sweet messages, such beautiful messages. Okay. Like every single day I can see some of my students, like I remember their names. Okay. Like Dark Knight, that is Deepak, Karishma. Okay. All these people are like my regular commenting. Like yesterday I saw Navya's comment. So, like, you know, when I see certain names, no, it just gets engraved in my head. Most of you, not just I'm telling one or two, but most of you, every day when you comment, no, it becomes like, okay, every day you're watching and every day you are there. Okay. So that feels very nice. That feels very nice. Clear? Is there a flickering, students? Stuck agada or my eyes is flickering? Okay, I think it's fine. Okay, I was just seeing if it's moving. I wanted to know if it's like I am going to fall. Okay, yes. What's the answer? It is effect on carbon dioxide on oxygen dissociation curve. Effect on carbon dioxide is actually the Bohr's effect. Haldane effect vanda ulta. Okay, Haldane effect vanda ulta. So, inge vanda effect of dissociation time le Bohr's effect is going to come into place. That means if carbon dioxide is more, it will allow the oxygen to be dissociated. So, carbon dioxide can be collected from the tissues and be exited out, exhaled out. Okay, very good. Answer is option number 1. Those students who made mistake, it's okay, but make sure that you're correcting the mistake. Next question. Exchange of gases between alveoli and blood takes place by active transport, osmosis, simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion. Exchange of gases between alveoli and blood takes place by active transport, osmosis, simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion. Okay, come on, answer quickly. Okay, 1 minute, students. Yes, go. The answer is obviously going to be simple diffusion. It is not facilitated diffusion. Okay, it is not facilitated diffusion where we are throwing something out, we are using some energy, nothing like that. We are just doing simple diffusion. The respiratory membrane is going to do the job. The respiratory membrane will do the job, saying that okay, you can do this kind of a diffusion. Okay, so the answer is going to be simple diffusion. Don't complicate in your brain. Don't complicate in your brain. I never told anywhere facilitated diffusion. I only use the word diffusion. Simple diffusion. Okay, exchange of gases between alveoli and blood takes place by simple diffusion. Next question. Partial pressure of oxygen in alveolar air is approximately partial pressure of oxygen in alveolar air. And the alveoli PO2 vanda question mark. So, partial pressure of oxygen in alveolar air is approximately 95 mmHg, 104 mmHg, 120 mmHg, 159 mmHg. 159 mmHg, I told you, no, it is outside. 159 mmHg, it's not mentioned in the diagram, but 159 mmHg is the outside pressure. It is given in the box. Okay, so NCERT la vanda box la oru value irukum, diagram la and the value missing irukum, summary la and the value vanda innoru vaati they will tell. So that is why NCERT every line is important and summary also is important. Okay, clear? So teachers will stress and tell you, but then when you read, you will forget. You will not know what to stress. You will only be stressing. Only you will be stressing. Okay, you don't know what to stress on. You will be like, I should take all the stress. Okay, so don't go to that. Clear? Yes. Partial pressure of oxygen in alveolar air is approximately, easy question, 104 mmHg. Good job, 104 mmHg. I'm telling good job continuously so to motivate you. Okay, some of you will be like, ma'am, don't tell ma'am, but then it will push all of you to do well. Next question, Vanda. The total lung capacity in an average adult is approximately 4,800 ml, 5,000 ml, 5,800 ml, 6,000 ml. This is the calculation pananam. Total lung capacity vanda ERV, RV, IRV plus TV. Okay. So calculate panlama. Even I'll calculate. So I will like as I put it here, even you should be doing that. So TV vanda evlo irukum students 500 tidal volume. Adapurama IRV vanda evlo irukum 2500. 2500 ku appuram ERV vanda 1000 illana 1100 um poda mudiyum 1200. Inge and the value kedeyada, so maybe here somewhere they would have taken a different value. So let's use the maximum value, 500 plus 3000 plus 1100 plus 1200. Okay, I got the answer. So students, inge on the maximum value they have used, not the minimum value. Like IRV on the 2500 and the 3000 3000 value da pick pannitanga, 2500 illa. Okay, 2500 they have not picked. So adanalada you have to calculate and see if it is coming. Okay, if you do that way you will get 5200. And the other method use panita, what is the answer? You should tell me. Come on, I'll wait for 1 second. Okay, I'll wait for 1 second. Quickly answer. Quickly answer. Yes. Oh, not bad. You people are good at maths. I thought all of you will be like, oh, biology students, no, little weak will be in maths. Good. The answer is 5800. Okay. So, under calculation la 5200 varum, in the calculation la 5800 varum, maximum value use pannita. Next question. During forced expiration, which of the following muscles are mainly involved? So, yesterday when I was taking class, I missed one word. I told you that during forced expiration, this muscle is helping. With that, in your NCERT, one more muscle that is given is abdominal muscles. In the abdomen also, we have certain muscles which are going to help us during forced expiration. Okay. So, that muscles are also going to be cooperating, but we have not majorly given that muscle, conversation. It's only about diaphragm and external intercostal muscle. So, in the answer one, during forced expiration, which of the following muscles are mainly involved? Whenever I used to teach breathing and extend, many times students used to ask, ma'am, what is the function of internal intercostal muscle? Nowhere it is mentioned. Internal intercostal muscle the forced expiration ku use agum. With that, abdominal muscles are also going to help. So, answer one the second, option number 2. Internal intercostal muscles and abdominal muscles are answer. I told it in advance because I had missed this word, abdominal muscle. Okay, it's given in your NCERT. One word is mentioned in that paragraph. So just know that internal intercostal muscle, somewhere it's not mentioned. So we always mention it. Okay, done. Those who did not know, those who knew, everyone just make a note of it in your NCERT itself. In the side itself, write one small thing and keep. Okay, small thing and keep. Next one. Most of the oxygen is transported in the blood as dissolved in plasma as bicarbonate in combination with hemoglobin as oxyhemoglobin and carboxyhemoglobin. Romba easy question, students. Very easy question. So, 100% of oxygen transport le vanda 3% will go as dissolved plasma, rest 97%. Okay, mikka 97% vanda it will get carried with whom? It will get carried with hemoglobin. So, here the question is what? Most of the oxygen is transported in the blood by as dissolved in plasma. Plasma la vanda varum 3%. Okay. Just chinna value 3%. Adaprama as bicarbonate though it will be in carbon dioxide. In combination with hemoglobin is the correct answer. And the oxyhemoglobin combination agum 97%. Okay, most of you answered. Good job. Okay, yes. In combination with hemoglobin. Okay, done. Next question. The enzyme carbonic anhydrase is present in RBC, plasma, alveolar epithelium, WBC. So, the enzyme carbonic anhydrase is present where? Carbonic anhydrase in students, that enzyme which is going to increase the speed of the reaction when carbon dioxide and water combination is happening, even in the reverse reaction also. Now, I told you whenever I wrote the whole thing, I wrote it inside the RBC. But please do understand that outside also, in the plasma also, there is a trace amount. Trace na romba chinna illena adukun chinna word irka students. So it is like micro. We say trace amount is there. Okay, so carbonic anhydrase is present in very trace amount in the plasma, and in the RBC it is present in higher concentration. So here the question is, the enzyme carbonic anhydrase is present in, actually it is present in both, but majorly it is present in your RBC. Okay, red blood cells. Clear, it is present in your red blood cell. Very good. Okay, don't tell it is not present in plasma. It is present in plasma. Ana vandu romba trace amount la present ayirukum. So adanale it can help in certain things, but then still highest amount is present in the RBC. Clear? Clear. Okay, let's drink little water. 1 second. Yes, all of you also drink some water. Okay, let's go. Which of the following condition will shift the oxygen dissociation curve to the right? Right. Oxygen has to take the right decision. So, which of the following condition will shift the oxygen dissociation curve to the right? So, students, in breathing and exchange, past year's question PYQs majorly question one the oxygen dissociation curve based question. Very easy question. Low carbon dioxide, high concentration of this one, this one, same patterns of questions. Okay, so when you are learning oxygen dissociation curve, please make sure that you are understanding like a story. Whenever you have to take a right decision, you have to leave people. So, that is called as dissociation or motivation. When you leave your comfort zone only, you will actually start seeing right things happen to you. So the oxygen dissociation curve is connected to that only. When the oxygen shifts towards the right, that means the graph shifts towards the right when oxygen dissociates from the hemoglobin to go to the tissues, because tissues are waiting for, they're hungry for oxygen. They want to do cellular respiration. So in the motivation one, the life la use paniko students, if you leave your comfort zone, if you leave that friends who are toxic to you, that is the day that you will actually see right things right in front of your eyes. You will see that everything that is coming to you is right, and everything will come as a blessing. But if you're not ready to leave the comfort zone, if you're not ready to leave bad friendships, trust me, you're always going to be just there, and you will think that you're achieving a lot of things because you're posting something on social media or you're showing off to your other friends. But trust me, when life hits, when maturity hits, you are going to be at zero. So yes, learn this from this. Okay, see, biology concepts are not bad. Everything is connected. Yeah. So the answer is going to be what? High pH, low temperature, high concentration of carbon dioxide, low concentration. So carbon dioxide and oxygen are enemies. So when carbon dioxide is high, automatically oxygen has to leave. So the answer is going to be high concentration of carbon dioxide. Okay. Yes. Next question. The medullary respiratory center directly controls the heart rate, breathing rhythm, body temperature, pH of the blood. The medullary respiratory center directly controls heart rate, breathing rhythm, body temperature, pH of the blood. pH of the blood. Come on, quickly in the chats. Yes. The medullary, so those who have got confused, respiratory rhythm center, it is in the medulla. So you can also say medullary respiratory center. Directly will control heart rate, breathing rhythm, body temperature, pH of the blood. It will directly control the breathing rhythm. It will regulate the breathing. It will regulate the breathing, and the pneumotactic centers can do moderation of the RRC, that is by controlling the inspiration, by reducing the inspiration. Okay. So the answer is going to be breathing rhythm. Good job on those students who answered it right. Very good. Okay. Next question. Binding, this kind of questions will be mainly focused in your PYQs. Binding of oxygen with hemoglobin is favored by high carbon dioxide, high temperature, high pH, low carbon dioxide, low pH, high carbon dioxide, high BPG concentration. Okay, DPG is actually, students, it is going to be present in the, it will be like a, it's actually present during the breakdown of glucose as well. And also these people, when they are like carbon dioxide only, when they are high, oxygen will not be able to be there. The ulta also will happen. Okay, DPG they keep giving it. Okay, but it's not there in your textbook. Okay, it's not there in your textbook. Full form, biphosphoglycerate. In DPG it will be diphosphoglycerate. Okay, it's actually in glycolysis it is there. Okay, it is a byproduct of glycolysis. Yeah, if DPG is present, students, its affinity, hemoglobin's affinity with oxygen is going to be reduced. That is why we talk about DPG and BPG, biphosphoglycerate. It's actually a byproduct of glycolysis. What happens is, if this fellow is there, then oxygen and hemoglobin fight will happen. Okay, jagada will happen. Okay, yeah. Very good. The answer is going to be high pH and low CO2. Okay, binding of oxygen hemoglobin will be high pH and low CO2. Why? Because if low carbon dioxide is there only, oxygen and hemoglobin will stay happily. Okay, now students, I want your total score in the comments without fail. I know that I did not do the counting, but if any of you have done the counting, please drop it down in the comment section, or just tell me how you felt about the session. Are you confident after watching one shot lecture that you are able to do all the questions? I am able to see a set of students who actually watched the one shot lecture, like I saw their comments. They are able to do all the questions. You let me know in the comment section, how are you feeling? Like, do you really feel that yes, I have done it? If you feel that way, then it's awesome. Trust me, it is awesome, because that is what a teacher wants. When you comment telling that, ma'am, I watched your lecture and I was able to do all the questions, that is a win-win situation for me. Okay. Now students, please understand, this is the Telegram channel link. We need Tamil Nadu Telegram. So Telegram channel poi search paniyalum, you will get the Telegram channel. Illana description box le Telegram channel irukku. Okay. And also do subscribe to We Need Tamil Nadu channel, which is only made for all of you to benefit from your NEET, preparation. And students, if you as I asked all of you, I want mainly two things in the comment section. First thing is, how many of you can come to Anna Nagar Center in case I do a visit in Anna Nagar Center? First thing. Second thing, how did you feel about the session? After watching one shot lecture, were you able to solve every single question? Is there any changes that has to be made? These are the two main things that I want in the comment section without fail. Please, before, as I end this session, I want all of you to comment and only leave the class. Please do not run away anywhere, because this comment will help me analyze and also think a plan about coming to Anna Nagar Center as well. Okay. So thank you so much, Pasangala. Thank you so much for all the love. I hope all of you enjoyed the lecture. Do put a lot of likes to the video and also share it with all your friends. Thank you so much for joining. Do not miss the one shot lecture, and also regularly watch all the lectures. Okay. Tata, bye bye. See you all in the next class.